her family members that,
So
that
if
work regular
so,
jobs
if
and
the
stuff, they
queen,
have
so
to
you're
pay
basically
tax.
saying that somebody is over them to where they have to pay taxes to
Everybody
somebody.
is a servant.
So who?
Everybody's still.
Who the
If
queen
you
is
think
serving?
you think that the people that are in her family, her nephews, her
They don't
things that
pay
work,
nothing. I think
if
they
they
pay
work a
nothing.
regular job, you don't think that they have a position in the government. You don't think
Why
that
would
they
they
pay
work
tax.
a regular job if you're the family of the
Because
queen?
so many do. Only
Why?
her immediate family benefits
You're
off of
looking
it.
at the president of the United States and the queen of
No,
England.
you Google
It's a
it.
difference.
We come from her. My mom and them had British passports. So I'm saying to you, if you look at any of her lineage,
heard of
they
the
have to
Rothschild?
pay.
But then
Yeah,
I had
of
a-
course.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The father of the Rothschild said, never let there be an audit of any of our finances. That's what the man that started that legacy, the words out of his mouth was.
I guarantee you, if you look up any of her children, her children's children, her family, except for her immediate family, they still have to follow the laws of the land.
All right, I hear you. They made the laws.
Yeah.
So like I just said about the Rothschild, man, you can look it up. He said, let there never be
I've
an
heard that
audit of
before.
my
So
my
what is
assets.
your end point? What's your end point?
The end point is that these people here, firstly, you said something about God being all love. The Bible clearly states that he's not all love all the time. The Bible, you're telling me don't use the Bible, but the scriptures say
I
when
don't
you
use the
speak,
Bible for what? God said vengeance is mine.
when you
So
speak,
I'm a sweet
there's no
person.
vengeance here.
Right.
What we
so
do,
you just quoted a
hold on,
scripture.
what we do when we come outside, the Lord said to
Wanna
speak
cause
as
contention.
the oracles. No, he said to speak as the oracles of God. He said, come to the gates
So
of the
what are you
nobles.
trying to say?
We trying to say that this place is over. That through prophecy, through the spirit of
What place
prophecy,
is over?
America.
I believe that.
It's a
Then
wrap.
of course,
But
of
the
course.
Lord told us to come
Power's
out here
always-
and prophesy
Yeah,
that.
I agree with that
He
part.
told us to come out here and try to wake up as many of these people as we possibly can.
Yeah.
And don't be afraid to tell this white man, so-called, that he's the devil.
I've never been afraid to tell you.
Right, well,
Never
this
been
is what we
afraid.
doing.
Yeah. But for me and you, we don't have to agree on a religion or an ideology.
Not religious.
Right. No,
sis.
but listen to what I'm saying to you. I didn't tell you you were. I'm
Right.
saying we don't have to agree on an ideology or a thing. We have to understand that there is, a wickedness, there's a people, there's things that we're supposed to do to carry people through, and there's a unity that we need. We have to figure out what
We
that
who
is.
want the unity, though? We who? Everybody, all the
Listen, I do believe first we have to think about the fact that we are displaced as a people. So we're looking for the African diaspora, right, to collect itself and redo what's been taken away from it, right? So I believe in reparations and all of those things. But then in general, as a people, I have some nice white people that I know, but I tell them that they're unicorns because very few of them are not racist, right? So I have those frank conversations with people. But I don't like to argue with black people because it's not about, some people may not do the same amount of research as you have. I may not have done the same amount of research. I may know because we search what we are interested into, right? So all of these things sometimes that you're trying to prove, at the end of the day, it's certain things is white or black. Have people been destroyed by the greed and the lunacy of white man? Of course. Is it still going on? Is there a pathology from what they did back then to what's happening now? Of course there is.
Absolutely.
Of course. So unless we repair that, we can't have an honest conversation.
But that's what we come out to do.
Well,
We
that's
teach
what
the-
that's
we
what I'm
teach
saying.
our
That's I'm going to
people how
try to get to
repair
the
that.
bottom of it. That's why I tried to
Yeah.
get to the bottom of it because we don't need the argument first.
Nah,
You understand
I'm
what
not
I'm saying?
here to argue, but
I
I'ma
love you,
defend
brothers.
this word.
I love you.
Absolutely, sis.
Yeah.
I'm gonna defend this word. And the Lord said that our people have a zeal for the Most High, but not in knowledge. The only way you obtain knowledge is through study and diligence.
I study the Bible every day. Not to mention, I know the Bible from back to front, probably in the way that I understand it most, because there's things that I look into more. You
And the
understand what I'm
scriptures
saying?
say, lean not on your own
Well,
understanding.
you have to ask God, and I fast and I pray and I ask God for understanding. And the thing that I'm saying is that it's not just the Bible, right? It's not just the Bible. It's our everyday lived life and our understanding of things, right? I do believe there's a lot of truth in that.
What's the
But
language of
recognize,
God?
right? Yes.
What's the language of God? What's the original language of the Lord? The language of heaven.
Are you talking about what the original text was written into?
What's the language of God? What language did he give his people originally? What language was spoken across the whole planet Earth?
I don't know.
The
Yes?
Hebrew.
Oh, Hebrew.
The
Okay.
Hebrew.
Yes. Got you.
That's
Yeah.
called the Lashawan Kodash
Yes,
in
but,
Hebrew.
but many of us don't even know that language.
Nah, of
Right?
course not. Why? Of
Right.
course
And
not.
so
That was-
there's different
stolen
translations
from
of the
us.
Bible. But I'm not angry at it. We got to do something from whenever we're born into this earth, because we're soldiers on this earth, right? We have to be until it's time to go. And then in our journey here, we have to go through what we go through. God allowed us to go through this for some other spiritual evolution, right? So I don't believe it is to just, we have to separate
You do
ourselves
a lot
from
of
them.
that. I don't believe. You do a lot of that.
Yeah, why not?
Nah, that's not good.
So what are you
I
saying?
don't believe. You gotta know.
I know. Well, I do know.
Yeah,
I know.
I don't believe. A lot of I don't believe, and I feel, and
Yeah,
I
but
believe.
the thing is that that's my language. That's my language. You cannot be a terrorist over the way I speak,
No,
right?
that's not what I'm trying
So
to do.
I'm saying when I say
Based
I
on what
believe
the Bible says.
I know. But listen, everybody, like I said, is not gonna know the Bible, right? And so for me, I know when I pray and what I know and what I read, I know that, right? You can't get things from just faith. There's different walks with God. There's just different levels of connection with God. God says, study and find yourself approved. But certain times there's different things in your life that you're going through, whether it's love, whether it's financial, whether it's just, different things. God is a comforter, God is these things. So he's not just the God that is between black people and white people, right? And
Black and white is made up.
I'm
That's
black.
made up.
I'm black.
You'll find that nowhere in the Bible, except
I'm
for
black.
a
Well,
certain.
Egypt means black. Kemet is black, right? So we are people who are melanated people,
Right.
and that genetic, everybody on earth have black into them, but some blacks don't have nothing else into them because everybody comes from
That
that.
got made up here in Virginia in the 1700s.
Listen, when they started taking people from Africa, they made the nuance of racial separation and superiority, right? That's to justify their thing. So way before even over here they were doing that. But I am not against phenotypic differences, right? They're saying we have some races in the black race itself, but definitely I know that my melanin, there's 2 genes that make melanin, right? 2 genes. They lack it more.
But where did it all come from? Where did the visions come from?
Hold on, what precept you got? Read that. Listen to that. Listen to that real quick.
Ephesians.
This is the first time we was able to read the Bible.
I read it already today.
Ephesians chapter 2 verse 12, that at the time you were without Yahweh Shah, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel.
Use the name
All right,
that
I'm
she
gonna
know.
go later. Okay. That at the time you were without Christ, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel and strangers from the covenant of promise, having no hope and without God in the world. So what that means is, if you're calling yourself black, if you're calling yourself Latino, if you're calling yourself a Native American, all these Bible, Puerto
Those
Rican,
is bywords.
African
You
American,
can do that if you
that
want.
means that you don't know the God
You
of the
ever-
Bible.
you ever-
You
that's-
know the
that's
word
good
of the
for you.
of
That's good for you. Let me
of
tell you what
God.
my-
You ever
let
use
me
the
tell
blue
you-
letter Bible? You ever
No,
use it?
no. But I want to tell you something is that you can't tell people how to believe,
Be proud.
You could find,
Yeah,
that's good.
proud.
I'm proud.
It's not. God
That's the,
hates
I'm
but
pride.
even in
That's
this
okay.
chapter,
That's
the
okay.
Proud.
Paul was
That's
talking to
okay.
the
You
You're not
proud.
Ephesians.
telling. You're not telling.
You
Nah,
proud.
I'm standing here proud.
You proud.
When I'm letting you speak to me
proud.
when the Bible clearly states that.
You sound confused. You're trying to call a white man a devil. There's
How do I
hierarchy.
sound confused?
There's hierarchies of certain things,
How do I
definitely.
sound
So there's moral hierarchy. There are certain things that are truths, right? So genetics are truth, right?
Explain that to
But
me.
but in this verse, Paul was making a point that the Ephesians didn't know their true nationality. That's why they was calling themselves Greeks.
But I know that I'm African.
African.
Yes, I'm
All right.
African. The majority of my DNA is going
right,
to say
because you don't know your
African.
true nationality. The point is
Yo,
made.
no African got dragged
No.
over here on them slave ships. That's
No.
not an African man with his back beat out like that. Africans actually showed the Greeks, the Romans, there they go right there. That's who you looking for. Africans actually helped put us in chains and get
you
us
don't
on
know
them
your
boats.
history. You don't know your
So,
history.
I don't know
You
my
you
history.
don't know your history.
It was absolutely
You don't know your
Africans on the
history.
west coast of Africa
So let me-
that told the people there's a difference between me and you.
I'm an African.
I hear you,
I'm an
yo.
African.
An
And you wanna-
African-
and you want to hear the truth? You
An
wanna hear-
African
you wanna
is
hear
an
the-
Egyptian,
you
right?
want to hear the
The
truth?
same
No,
people
no,
yeah, those is
No,
Africans.
the original Kemet people were
The
black.
original
You're
Kemet
right,
people.
they were not
Egyptians
those
is
people.
black. What are you
The
talking
people
about?
that are now here
The man-
today,
I got a
they have
piece of-
8% black in them.
What do you-
They are children of the oppressors. They're children of the invaders. Those are not real, the original.
All right, I got a piece of-
Hold on.
No, stick a pin. Stick a pin. I want to tell you something for what he said. For what he said. Listen,
But
America.
the
Listen,
Africans is
listen,
not
listen,
black,
listen,
you're
listen,
saying.
listen,
Egyptians
listen,
is not
listen,
black,
listen,
you're
listen.
saying,
The
right?
modern day ones.
No,
No.
Egyptians.
Modern day
Egyptians.
ones is not
the
black.
Egyptians that had the children of Israel in slavery.
Yes, they were.
They were
Those
what?
were- those were black.
Okay, that's
Yes.
thousands
Yes.
of years
Yes.
ago.
Not
This is
the
what
ones
we're
now.
talking about.
No,
the
I'm not-
ones
I thought
not
you were
now,
talking about
they matter not, truthfully. They still Egyptians.
Okay.
They still not the children of God.
Right.
The Egyptians that
Well, we
had
agree on
our
that.
people in slavery
Yes.
that you're saying
Yes.
you're descended from,
Yes.
those is
They did.
Africans.
They did.
Egypt is
So that's the
Africa.
truth.
If you look,
So that's the
if you follow the Bible,
So that's the
Ham,
truth.
Ham, the
So
son of
that's the
who?
truth.
The son of who?
So that's the truth.
So Ham is the son of
That's
who?
the truth.
Noah, right? Ham,
Yes,
the
I didn't-
son
I
of
wasn't
Noah.
listening to you.
Ham is the father of all of those African nations.
Stick a
Mizraim.
pin. Stick a pin.
Stick a- what does that mean?
That means stop. Hold on a second.
You see the pride of this
So,
lady?
so
You
why?
being respectful and you just being like rude
Stick a
and
pin. You
stick a pin. That's not how you talk to men.
That's how we talk to each other in
No,
Jamaica,
that's
period.
not
That's
true.
stick a pin me, hold on for a second. So culturally, we may not be exactly the same, but I'm not trying to offend anybody. Come on, stop. I wouldn't be here doing that. But when people say certain things, and that's why I believe the banning of books is so crazy, but they have African history books as well. America and white people in America want to tell us that slavery started in America in 1619, 1600s, and that we had collaborators, or what's the case? Are you filming that?
Yeah, you're not in it. Your face, your voice is in it.
I don't even want that though, but
Yeah,
and
nah, we gotta get that for edification. This to edify our people.
But you should tell people
So-
first.
I'm sorry, but your face is not in it, sis. I could show you.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 8 minutes left. When that run out, I'm gonna show you. Your face is not in it at
I
all.
won't argue with you. Go ahead and keep it.
Yeah.
But anyway, basically, well, it would be nice if you did tell people first.
My
is what I'm
apologies.
saying to you. It's
Oh.
okay.
That
Go
I
ahead.
will
But go
apologize
ahead.
for.
Yeah.
But from the time, because they say in Jamaica people were bringing slaves over to Jamaica from 1410, right? I doubt that it's too much different, that it was coming to other places,
Right.
right? And so they want to start at 1600s. No, it's way before that.
Right.
And when we talk about collaborators, when we talk about Putin, when we talk about the Jews, there was always collaborators, right?
Right.
So before 1600s, we don't hear about collaborators in Africa. They were stealing, right? The Portuguese was stealing, thieving, kidnapping people.
Right.
People, rulers in Africa were saying, listen, you're taking our people, the towns are empty, right? They weren't a part of it that way. Then there are many, after the 1600s, when it actually became law to steal people, and all of Europe were doing it, right?
Right.
Then there were people
gotta
who they were selling, who were selling slaves to, but the majority of us are stolen. That's why we have a different number from the amount of Africa, right? And that's why we have a different number for what America
Well, I'm
says
not
the amount of
African.
people. So that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
I am.
hope I'm- I
But I'll
hope
tell
I'm
you
not
what, I'll tell you
African.
what. There's no perfect people.
I hope I'm
and
not
in then,
African.
and back then,
But the
there was no
when the Portuguese-
people in chains.
Right.
There was no people indentured for your lifetime in Africa.
I hope
there
I'm
was
not an
no
African.
there was no people
hope
that
not
was
either.
born
Africans
and then
is
not
going into
and then not
slavery
born.
when the kingdom of God comes. Africans is going to be slaves to the children of Israel. Africans is going to be slaves. Or so-called white people going to be slaves. So-called Chinese people.
Oh, but you don't have
So-called
pride?
Japanese people. Excuse
You
me.
don't have pride.
What you mean pride? That's in the Bible. So yeah, I'm speaking proudly of the words of my father. I'm speaking proudly.
If that
Get
makes
that.
you feel good
that
as a
means
black
that
man.
that means I feel that
If that makes you feel good as a
recompense is
black
coming.
man.
Get Psalms 83. It's going to show you that all of these people is enemies of the children of God. So you could proudly be an
You're
African.
a children of God.
Absolutely.
You're a child of
But you
God.
think I'm standing out here doing
No,
the spirit
you
doth bear
no,
witness
you
that we are the
sound-
children
you
of
sound
Hamashiach?
confused
No,
and you sound
how do I
angry.
sound confused? I'm angry. Oppression make a wise man angry.
Yeah, I'm
Did
not-
you
I'm
ever
not
hear that?
oppressed.
That's out of the
I'm not
Bible. I'm
oppressed.
oppressed. I'm in this oppressive
I'm not
ass state.
oppressed.
The man,
Right.
look it in the air. The man ride by and blow chemicals in the sky.
Chemtrails.
That's oppression. You can't do nothing to stop it. He
Right.
poisoning the water, the land, everything. This man, the man that runs the entire system, is poisoning everything. He steals everything.
God says that in all things give thanks because in it you learn perseverance. He said, be ye thankful for many trials.
Listen,
for in it you learn
I thank him.
perseverance. So I'm thankful
He also
for
tell me
everything.
never trust my enemy.
I
To learn who my enemy is and to
I
never
thank God
trust
for
him.
everything because within that there's freedom.
I hear
and I
you,
know
yo.
that I came to this earth for my
Uh-huh.
evolution of my spirit
Uh-huh.
and to never not love God's children.
Well, the
and
dollar
to
and everything
evolve.
get
so
ready,
me not
huh?
in a day.
Bring it up.
Yeah, bring it out.
I'm
Come
not
on,
into
this is
the
our
idea
song.
of
Bring it out loud.
Psalms 83 and 5. For they have consented together with one consent. They are confederate
Read that from the
against
top.
thee.
Read that from the top.
All right, verse
real
1.
quick. Hold
Psalms
on.
83 and
I'm
1.
glad it's funny.
It is.
I'm glad. Come on.
Come on. Keep
Another day I feel- I
not
realize
thou
I'm just
silent,
angry.
O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up
This
the
King
head.
David, he telling the people of God, he's asking God, your enemies have raised up their head.
David,
Those that
listen,
hate God.
You realize that the only reason why David was loved by God the way he was because he repented a lot. David
Absolutely.
got teeth in man's wife or
Absolutely.
I put him on the
The
front
Lord
line.
forgave him.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Right, he
There's
repented.
forgiveness for
But that's an
everybody.
Israelite man. That's a
everybody-
Judite.
Everybody.
That's a Judite. Not everybody can't. No, everybody can't repent. The Bible said everybody can't repent. The Bible said everybody.
So
Yes,
you're
I'm
special?
special.
So
I'm a
what
peculiar
happened to
people unto the
everybody?
Lord. Everybody, yo, to get that. God damn it, yo. As spittle.
I can't listen to
Okay.
anger, but that's enough.
Yeah, I know you can't listen because all the truth getting ready to come out. It's getting ready to come out. They say the wicked flee when no man pursueth.
That's right.
Any other time you getting precepts. The words is coming dead out of her mouth and you can't get it. Word. You supposed to go straight to that. Straight to that. Word. Got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
That's Isaiah chapter 40, verse 15. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as the small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing.
Yeah. Ain't even the one I wanted, but it's all good.
Verse 17, that was the point. All nations before him are as nothing. They are counted in him less than nothing and vanity.
Yeah, he said that day is as spittle, as a drop in a bucket. Word. She out of her mind. I let her do a lot of talking, yo. I just wanted to see. You see the pride? I got land in Jamaica. That's what matter to people. I'm back and forth from here to Jamaica. That shit getting ready to be null and void, bitch. And then what? I just wanted to hear her speak. I just want people to see how proud the black woman is. Whether she Benjamin, Judah, Levi. I'm fucking proud. That bitch is proud. Yeah, I am proud. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you could repeat it. The Lord gonna tear your ass up. I wanted to tell her right then and there, just like that, God gonna kill you. But she get it. Word, she just don't wanna get it. And that's the problem with these black women, yo. They don't wanna get it. They wanna hope upon hope. They hope is in the wrong thing. Word, they hoping that it ain't true. That's what they hoping. That's what half of Jake hoping, male and female, that it ain't true. Got some bad news for you. It's good news to us. We come out here pushing this good news. We come out here pushing this good news that this place is going to get destroyed. That's good news. That all these other nations is going into slavery. That's great news, yo. That's great news. That's great news.
That's absolutely beautiful.
That's great news. Sure. That's absolute great news, For real. That's great news. That's great news, yo, that these other nations is going into chains. You understand me?
That's right.
For conspiring against the children of God. Time she got around to that, she one of those where everybody gonna get saved. I have so-called white friends that, yo, everybody know one or two of them that side. Through the spirit, they might be Israel.
Right.
You understand me? If not, you know, you better ask the Lord to hand you them in the kingdom. Because one of the other brothers will get their hands on them and beat their backs down. So if you care about one of these doggone leaders, you better ask the Lord to pass them off to you in the kingdom, pass them right off. That's what you ought to need to be doing.
All right. Open up with this. This is the book
Yo,
of...
we ain't even open up.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just started with this lady. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it's 37 seconds left till we gotta restart. But yeah, through the spirit, we out here. We was this sister just stopped by and was like, "Oh, blessings, brother." So we asked her a question. It was more to our conversation before I started recording. we probably was recording for, talking for like a good 5-10 minutes before I started recording. And she just a heathen. She just loved the land.
Yup.
You know, God is here for everybody. I'm angry, you know. And we gonna get that, yo.